through that shit. So there's a lot of parts in there where there's a lot of me against a lot of white people, you know? And I have a routine that I won't do. So people who hire me to speak, I'm not going to do the routine. I often do it sometimes. Think about it. I was a 36 black guy to go through SEAL training, okay?
Out of how many people?
Out of probably, looking at probably 11, 12, to make it through, probably 13,000 SEALs. I was probably the 36, I was a 36 black guy to make it through, since like the 1940s, you're looking at almost 70 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so do the math on that. So there's not a lot of black guys, and so I take that and I make a nice comedy skit out of that shit. Like the first time they tied me up and threw me, it's called drown proofing.
Yeah.
So I'm negative born as hell,
Me too.
Oh.
I'm related to that big time.
Yes, you and a few white boys, man, are negative born. You sink like a rock. And that's hard. So imagine them getting your hands and feet, tying your ass up and throwing you in the fucking water and say swim. It was like throwing a cat in the water with fucking a brick on him. So I was just losing my fucking mind. So it's so many things I had to get over, and I found humor. I found humor in my suffering. I was like, motherfucker, what are you doing out here, Goggins? Like, this is crazy. Like, you're literally trying to reinvent the wheel, but I was trying to reinvent my mind. And I used every single tactic possible to do that. I didn't want to live in this world where I was a fake human being anymore. And I was tired of blaming everybody for where I was at. My dad beat me, this happened. My dad ran prostitutes, man. And he said, no, 5 more seconds. 5 more seconds in the freezer. And that's when you start to pick that brain apart. And that's when all this stuff did to me. I kept on putting myself back into the freezer or the fire and eating the shit out of myself, mentally and physically. Before I knew it, this is what happened.
It's an interesting way to self-teach.
Yes.
Like most people that talk to their discipline, they have something that they read that inspired them. They have certain people that they look up to. There's certain coaches that taught them. There's certain important moments in their life. But for you, it's a system of failure and reflection and then rebooting.
That's it. Repeated failure. And people think a lot of times about me that I'm angry. Oh my God, you sound so angry. You cuss so much. Oh my God, why you cuss so much? Why are you so crazy? If you read my book, I cannot explain my life by saying, hey, it was a Merry fucking Christmas, man. No, it wasn't. I want you to go there with me. I'm taking you there with me. I'm a storyteller. I want to take your ass down paradise. So the house I lived in Buffalo, New York, that got my ass beat every day, funny. We lived on Paradise Road. And it was anything but fucking paradise. So I want you to go there with me. You want to learn from me? Let me take your ass home. This is probably the easiest race. It's like through the back country of Tennessee. It's a 41-mile race on the road. It's one of the first ultra marathons out there ever. And my mom lives in Nashville. So it's like an hour drive. I went up there. It was like one of my first races back after me being all sick and jacked up and so on. And I got lucky, had a good race. I happened to run it.
You were talking about psoas muscle.
Yeah.
We have this thing now. We got, what is that called? Psoas.
I have it also. I saw it in there, that little black contraption.
Yeah, hard plastic thing.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
It's evil, man.
Yeah, it's good.
It's amazing.
I started getting tightness in that when I was running a lot. Like, I've never gotten tightness in that area before.
Yeah.
It seems like that's a running thing, right?
It's a running thing, also a very stress thing. If you get stressed out, man, like for me, I talk about the origin, where things start. My body was so wrapped tight, I didn't know where, I don't want to see no pull-up. So it's like, I'm doing this come hell or high water, man, so I broke it out.
Is this the video? Let me hear this. Play this.
So I never trained with music. There's a reason why I don't do that. The music's not going to always be there. The TV, the distractions, all these external things. I'm in the gym right now with all this loud music. People need it to get fired up. They need it to stay motivated. They need to stay in the fight. They need it to just go in the gym to do whatever they're going to do. What do you do when you have no external motivation? It's about the internal. What do you say to yourself? How are you going to fire yourself up? What's that flame inside of you that keeps you going? Let that keep you going, not this.
And when you're doing this, the whole time you're doing this, you're doing some of the hardest chin-ups you can do. You got a chain around your neck.
Right.
For the folks that are just listening, and you're pulling down on ropes. You're doing chin-ups on, it looks like taped up ropes.
Yes, sir.
That's what it is? Yeah, those are grip.
Yeah.
That's like jiu-jitsu guys do a lot of those.
Yes, I was. I spoke to the University of Alabama, and they were in there. You know, most.
Biographies are always valuable. You get to see the mindset of the person who's done things and never done. You get to understand why they're overcoming sort of situations in their mind that you are. Same insecurities and pitfalls.
Yeah, everybody's going through it, man.
Yeah.
Everybody. That's the thing I said. I'm blessed that way. That my story, there's no color involved in it. It's a human story about struggle. And I happen to be in so many different situations that so many people can relate to about struggle that I guarantee you, mark my words, you read that book, there will be a section of that book that resonates with you hardcore. It will make you think. If you're not ready to think about your life and think about, where you can be and think about what you haven't done, the book's not for you. If you're not ready to really self-reflect and hold yourself accountable for where you're at and where you're not, the book is not for you. It's real.
I've read a lot of self-help books. I listen to about pencil. His body is just frail. Like, you don't even understand adversity. You don't understand overcoming.
This is not the secret, This isn't about the law of fucking attraction.
Yeah.
No, this ain't no attraction here, man. This ain't no attraction here, man.
Yeah.
This book is straight up. Yeah.
Nonsense.
Yeah, this is no nonsense.
No nonsense. This is a real self-help book, man. This is a real deal. That's how you self-help. You self-help by people who've done it, and you learn what they did, and you realize there's no shortcuts.
Right.
And then you learn to embrace that no shortcut mentality and enjoy the suffering and the grinding. And what we talked about earlier, there's no fucking finish line. It doesn't exist.
You know what's funny about that? Is I have people now, so when I was in the worst part of my life, those people bring me back in. Those people, like you can see who you hang out with, like when you're the worst. And when you try to get better, what makes it
Attack. You have to keep attacking. The enemy has to know he is not going to give up. You must break the soul of whatever the fuck is in front of you. That's what I realized. I was never breaking the soul of anything in front of me. So that's why I came up with a thing called Taking Souls in my book. I started to devise ways to break a soul of a human being, of an object, of whatever's in front of me. If you keep on attacking something, nothing wants to stand in front of anything that is relentless. Nothing.
The Taking Soul part of the book is really interesting because you talked about like the mind shift that you had when you were in Buds.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's an intense part of the book.
It is. That's when a lot of stuff started clicking, man. I started watching those instructors on the side because there's 3 shifts. There's 8 instructors, 3 shifts. Because the guys going through Hell Week, they're up all day and all night for 130 hours. This is the promised land of mental hardening for me. I love this place. And you have the instructors who they've been there, done that. Now they're instructing you. So they do their 8-hour shift. They have their parkas on. It's usually cold, coffee, drinking their coffee, and they're beating the crap. To then lead people further, because you can get a lot of power through misery. And once people see that, my God, Goggins is fucking going, then everybody says, "Roger that. Let me get my shit and go too." So I started realizing that if you can just find strength just a little bit longer, you will have a crew of people following you along the way.
And that is another thing that no one can ever teach you. Because you're going to have to learn that on your own.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to figure out how to pull that energy out of your mind on your own. There's no book you can read that all of a sudden I've got the technique now, I know how to do it.
Yeah.
No, it's a grind that you have to start and finish on your own.
You have to take great pleasure in the fact that no one wants to do what fuck right now. Great pleasure, man. Most makes it has to bring a passion out of you. Tons of fluid. And they sent me home though. So I went home that night.
And how long did you wait before you jumped back at it?
I think I was back on a pull-up bar about a week and a half later. And then I broke the record 6 weeks later. Wow, I broke the record.
Jesus Christ. So when you did get back in the pull-up bar, how fucked up was your body?
It was bad, but what I do is like what I've done through everything, which isn't real smart. I mean, it works for me. So I'm not saying to do this.
is I've trained to develop my injuries. And I started developing, I started doing that in butts. And so, you got to start from day one, or they just kick you out. I started from day one enough. So my third time I went through, I was really jacked up.
Well, you had pneumonia.
Yeah, I had pneumonia and I had a really bad stretch fracture. So my stretch fracture,
I love the fact that you did it, but what hurts me is when I hear stories about people that get like stomach stapling and surgery and all that shit that they do. Like, you just need to just lose the weight.
Right.
And if you just did it the right way, you would have earned it. And if you earn it, you'll keep it.
That's the thing about it, man. Like, we like to take these very quick fixes in life. We want the 6-minute abs approach to life.
Yeah.
No, man. There's no permanent in that.
Yeah.
There's no permanent in that, man. There's no scarring. There must be scarring.
Well, people are terrified of this thing that you're saying, that there's no end, that there's no finish line, that every day is a new thing, that you have to earn it. Still, after all the shit you've done, every day you get up and you have to earn it.
Yes. You know what's funny about that? I want you to be scared of it.
Yeah.
I want you to be scared of it.
Fuel.
It's great motivation. And see, if you look at it that way, the reason why I speak the way I speak, because I believe in what I'm saying. If I ever shut it down, that's the end of me. And whatever my 100% will be, I don't know what's going to happen to me. Tomorrow, what if you can't run? I will figure what the fuck I can do and do that. That would be my new 100%. You must continue to find your new 100%. Whatever life throws at you, you must find what you can do now. I may become the best, scientist of all time. Who knows? Watch out. You know what I'm saying? Watch out. Who knows?
Well, that is an approach, like this approach, this mental